Yes, and I have had a lot of experience with that, but my favorite one is that I think we might have been violating a federal law probably when we prayed in school when I was growing up, but that's how it was. And then we said the Pledge of Allegiance, and we never started an athletic event without that. So when they really cracked down on the separation of church and state, meaning that you can't have spirit in the public school system, spiritual worship. I don't know, it might have been at the same time, but the family disintegrated. But there's just so many things that are causing our children to suffer. So, and I had a teacher come to me say that they adopted the Stephen Covey model, right? I can't remember the things, but it's about sharpening the saw and about, doing good. The Stephen Covey, you can look it up if you're interested. And once they taught the teachers that, then they, top downed it to the students, everything went down. Absenteeism, bullyism, vandalism, even like accidents. You cannot take a human being who is physical, emotional, and spiritual and say, we can't talk about a third of who you are. We can't talk about that. So you're not going to succeed. Now, I am not going to sit here and have any ideas about how it could be put back into the school. But Stephen Covey suits me, I've always wondered if we couldn't do Buddhism one week, Christianity, Islam, whatever we need to do, but we have to get the spiritual component of people's well-being. And it does inform their behavior. It informs their growth. It informs their kindness and their compassion, and it informs who they are. We just had one little boy that we helped get into a different school, and he went from 4th grade in a public school to 4th grade in a school where they can talk about spiritual development. And the first week seemed really happy. And so my son said, "What's going on? Do you like your new school?" He goes, "Yes." And my son said, "Why do you like your new school?" And this little boy's 10. And he said, "Because they like me. They like me." Wow. Right? And I have worked for 35 years with 10-year-olds who, if they don't get plucked up out of their environment by somebody, and I don't mean taken away from their family, but plucked up and loved on and cared about, they're going to be carrying weapons. They are going to be running drugs. Not because it's bad or good, it's because that's what everybody else is doing. That's what they're living in. And before you know it, they will have had some petty crime and a rap sheet with 4 things on it, and they're no different than my children. They just didn't have a chance to see that maybe there was another choice for them.